I used to think my life was perfect. Ethan, you don't have to wait up, Lena said, slipping on her heels by the door. I already made dinner, I said. We can eat together. She checked her phone. Another meeting. Investors don't wait. I understand, I said, smiling even when my chest felt tight. She leaned over and kissed my cheek. You always do. That was the problem. I always did. When we first married, she wasn't a CEO. She was just Lena sitting across from me at a cheap cafe saying, if I fail, promise you won't leave. I won't, I told her. I'll stay behind you. You mean beside me, she laughed. I gave up my job when her company took off. You don't have to, she said back then. I want to, I said. Someone should protect our home. Now I protected an empty house. Late nights became normal. You're home early, I said one night. She loosened her jacket. It's midnight. Early for you, I joked. She didn't laugh. I'm exhausted, Ethan. So am I said softer. She paused. From what? The question stung more than it should have. I cooked, cleaned, waited, I said. She sighed. You're making this dramatic. I just miss you. She rubbed her temples. I can't deal with this right now. I watched her walk past me, heels echoing like distance. At work events, people called me lucky. You married a goddess, one investor said. I smiled. I married my wife. That's where I noticed Mark Hale. Lena, the files you asked for, he said, flashing a grin. Thank you, Mark, she said, warmer than she sounded with me. I told myself I was imagining it. He's just efficient, she said when I asked. I wasn't asking, I replied. She raised an eyebrow. Are you jealous? No, I said too fast. Just curious. She laughed. He's a kid. Mark looked at me and smiled like he knew something I didn't. That night I set the table for two. I texted her. Dinner's ready. No reply. I waited. I reheated the food. I waited more. At 9 I called. Her voice was rushed. I'm still at the office. With Mark? I asked before thinking. Silence. Why would you ask that? She said. I don't know, I replied. I just feel. Tired? She cut in. So am I. The line went dead. I sat alone, staring at the candles burning down. I trust you, I whispered to an empty room. I didn't know I was lying to myself. I stayed seated. You'll be home soon? I asked, calling again. I said I'm busy, Lena snapped. I just want to hear your voice. You hear it every day. Not like this, I said. She exhaled. Ethan, don't do this. Do what? Make me feel guilty. I never asked you to stop chasing your dreams. And I never asked you to stop waiting, she said. That hurt because it was true. I remembered packing her lunches, tying her tie, reading contracts she was too tired to read. You're amazing, she used to say. Now she said, I'll sleep at the office. Okay, I replied. The call ended again. I carried the plates to the sink. I'm proud of you, I practiced saying out loud. The words sounded fake. I sat back down anyway. The chair across from me stayed empty. I told myself love meant patience. I told myself silence was normal. I told myself Mark was nothing. I told myself tomorrow would be better. I kept telling myself lies. I stared at the clock. Just 10 more minutes, I whispered. The food went cold. My phone stayed quiet. I smiled anyway. A good husband waits. That was the rule I lived by. I didn't know it was killing me. That truth would arrive sooner than I ever expected. On a night like this. I didn't plan to go to Lena's office that night. I just wanted to surprise her after another quiet dinner alone. The elevator dinged and I straightened my jacket, forcing a smile. Dinner's ready, I planned to say. I missed you. Before I reached her door, I heard laughter. Not business laughter. Soft, full, intimate. I stopped walking. Lena, Mark said, his voice relaxed. You're impossible. She laughed. You say that like you don't enjoy it. My fingers froze on the handle. My heart started pounding. I thought you said he wouldn't come, Mark said. He won't, she replied. He never does. I pushed the door open. Lena jumped back. Ethan? Mark leaned against the desk, calm, confident, his shirt undone. Wow. Awkward. My mouth went dry. What is this? This isn't what you think, Lena said quickly. Mark smirked. It's exactly what he thinks. Mark, she snapped. Don't, I said. Please don't lie to me. Lena crossed her arms. You weren't supposed to be here. That sentence cut deeper than any excuse. So I'm the problem now? She sighed, annoyed. You're being emotional. I laughed once, hollow. I just walked in on my wife with another man. You walked in on me being happy, she replied. Mark stood up slowly. Hey man, maybe you should step outside. I stared at him. You work for my wife. He shrugged. People get promoted. Lena didn't correct him. Say something, I begged her. She met my eyes without warmth. I don't regret it. My chest felt empty. How long? She hesitated. Mark answered for her. Long enough to matter. I stepped back. I believed in you. I outgrew you, Lena said. The words felt heavy, final. You promised we'd grow together, I whispered. People change, she said. You stayed the same. Mark laughed softly. That's rough. Get out, Lena said. She paused, then added, out of my office. Out of my life. I nodded, slow and numb. So this is it? Yes, she replied. Don't make this harder. I looked at Mark. Take care of her. He smiled. I will. I turned toward the door. Ethan, Lena called. I stopped. You'll survive, she said. You always do. I walked out without answering. The hallway felt too long. Too quiet. In the elevator, my reflection looked smaller than I remembered. I trusted you, I whispered to the glass. No one replied. That night, something inside me shut down. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I just understood. Love didn't end me. Betrayal didn't either. Silence did. And when the doors opened, I left the man I used to be behind. The divorce meeting felt like a business transaction, not the end of a marriage. Sign here, Lena's lawyer said. I looked at the papers. That's everything? Yes, Lena replied, calm, distant. My savings. I asked. Company funds, she said. The house. My asset, she answered. I laughed quietly. I helped build that life. You supported it, she corrected. That means nothing? It means you lived comfortably, she said. I looked at the woman I married. You don't even sound sorry. Sorry doesn't change facts, Lena replied. Her lawyer slid another page forward. You waive future claims. I clenched my fist. I get nothing? You get freedom, Lena said. Freedom from what? I asked. She didn't answer. Mr. Carter, a calm voice said, I advise you to pause. I turned to the woman beside me. Who are you? Rachel Moore, she said. Your lawyer. I didn't hire. I took the case, Rachel said. Because this isn't fair. Lena raised an eyebrow. Life isn't. Rachel leaned forward. You leveraged marital trust for corporate control. And? Lena said. And courts notice patterns, Rachel replied. Lena smiled thinly. Then fight me. I stared at the papers again. My name looked small. Ethan, Rachel whispered, we can negotiate. I shook my head. I'm tired. Lena stood. Then we're done. She walked out without looking back. Outside, Rachel handed me her card. Call me when you're ready. Ready for what? I asked. To stand up, she said. I didn't call. I slept on a couch that night. Make yourself at home, Tom said, tossing me a beer. This isn't home, I replied. It is now, he said. I stared at the ceiling. She erased me. Tom sat beside me. No. She used you. That's worse, I said. You alive? He asked. Yes. Then you're not done, he said. I pulled off my wedding ring. Don't, Tom warned. I dropped it into the trash. It already ended. He nodded. Good. Good? I snapped. Anger beats numb, Tom said. I looked at my hands. I feel empty. Fill it, he replied. With what? Self-respect, Tom said. The next morning I called Rachel. I want to understand, I said. Then listen, she replied. She explained assets, manipulation, image control. She planned this, I whispered. Yes, Rachel said. I was just a liability. Or a threat she underestimated, she said. I laughed bitterly. I'm nothing. You're starting over, Rachel replied. That night I stood alone in the shower. Who am I without her? I asked myself. No answer came. But something shifted. I didn't want revenge. I wanted control. I wanted my voice back. I looked at the trash one last time. The ring stayed there. I walked away lighter. I met Victor Kane on a rainy afternoon I didn't expect to matter. Ethan Carter, he said. Sit. I stayed standing. I didn't come to beg. He smiled slightly. Good. I don't hire beggars. I didn't say I wanted a job. You don't, Victor said. You need one. I don't need anything from you. That's a lie, he replied calmly. I looked around his office. You enjoy this? Control, he said. I enjoy clarity. You're Lena's enemy. I'm her consequence. I clenched my jaw. Why call me? Because she broke you, Victor said. And broken people listen. I'm not broken. You walked in angry, he replied. You're still here. I hated that he was right. Say what you want, I said. Then let me leave. Victor leaned back. I know what she took. You know nothing about my marriage. I know she used loyalty as leverage, he said. I know you signed away your future. My hand shook. You stalking me? I study weaknesses, Victor replied, including my own. A woman stepped forward. Coffee? No, I said. She's Sophie, Victor said. She remembers everything. Sophie nodded once. You supported Lena longer than she admits. I stared at her. Everyone seems to know my life. Only the parts you ignored, Victor said. I won't hurt her, I said quickly. Victor raised an eyebrow. I didn't ask you to. Then what do you want? To sharpen you, he replied. You're dull. I laughed bitterly. That's rich. You were loyal, Victor said. Loyalty without power is charity. I believed in love. So did I, he said. Once. The room went quiet. I don't want revenge, I said. Neither do I, Victor replied. I want advantage. I crossed my arms. Using me? Teaching you, he corrected. You decide what you become. What's the cost? I asked. Time, Victor said. Discipline. Silence. And my soul? I asked. He leaned forward. You lost that already? I flinched. You can leave, Victor continued. Or you can learn why you were easy to destroy. I swallowed. And Lena? She'll notice, Victor said. Eventually. Sophie slid a folder toward me. Training schedule. I didn't agree, I said. Victor stood. Survival isn't agreement. I stared at the folder. If I do this, I do it for me. That's the first smart thing you've said, Victor replied. I took the folder. Tomorrow, Sophie said. 6 a.m. I'm not a child, I muttered. Then don't act like one, Victor said. I paused at the door. You won't own me. Victor smiled. No. You'll own yourself. I walked out shaking. Not from fear. From choice. The rain hit my face as I stepped outside. Ethan, Sophie called. I turned. What? You won't last if you lie to yourself, she said. About what? I asked. About fear, she replied. You're terrified. I walked in, I said. Didn't I? She studied me. Barely. I laughed. You all talk like pain is currency. It is, Sophie said. Victor paid in blood once. That's supposed to inspire me? No, she replied. It's supposed to warn you. I rubbed my temples. I was a husband. That's all. You were a shield, Sophie said. Shields crack. The door opened again. Victor stepped out. Last chance, he said. Walk away clean. What happens if I stay? I asked. You learn, Victor replied. Or you break properly. I nodded slowly. I'll stay. Good, he said. First lesson is silence. I've had plenty of that, I muttered. Then use it, Victor said. He turned back inside. Sophie paused beside me. Tomorrow will hurt. So did yesterday, I replied. She almost smiled. I stood alone in the rain, holding the folder. I won't beg again, I whispered. For the first time since Lena, I felt seen. Not loved. Measured. And that was enough to begin. I checked my phone and deleted her number. Focus, I told myself. The city blurred around me. Tomorrow wasn't hope. Tomorrow was work. And for once I was ready. I breathed in slowly. This is mine, I said. No one answered. That felt right. I walked toward the subway. Every step hurt. Every step mattered. I didn't look back. The man Lena left behind was gone. I kept moving anyway. I whispered my name. Ethan Carter. I would rebuild it. No more waiting. No more silence. Only forward. That decision felt heavier than love. But stronger. I stepped underground. And didn't hesitate. This was my beginning. Finally. I meant it. Nothing would stop me now. Ever again. Period. I didn't realize I had changed until Lena saw me again. Ethan, she said. I turned slowly. Lena, I replied. We stood at the charity gala like strangers. You look different, she said. So do you, I answered. Mark wasn't with her. That alone told me everything. I've been calling, Lena said. I saw, I replied. You didn't answer. I didn't need to, I said. Her smile slipped. We should talk, she said. About what? I asked. About us. There is no us, I replied. She looked around, suddenly aware of eyes on us. You enjoy this? She whispered. I enjoy peace, I said. A man approached with a recorder. Ethan Carter? He asked. Yes, I said. Daniel Brooks, he said. I'm writing about Carter Tech. Lena stiffened. I don't comment, she snapped. I didn't ask you, Daniel replied. He looked at me. Did you know about the offshore accounts? No, I said honestly. Lena's face went pale. That's a lie, she said. You handled finances, I replied. Daniel nodded. Interesting, he said. Lena grabbed my arm. We need to talk, she hissed. Let go, I said quietly. She released me like I burned her. Mark messed things up, she said fast. That's unfortunate, I replied. He leaked documents, she whispered. You chose him, I said. I chose excitement, she snapped. I chose stability, I said. Her eyes searched my face. You're enjoying this, she said. No, I replied. Then why stay, she asked. Because silence teaches lessons, I said. Daniel cleared his throat. I'll be in touch, he said. Lena watched him leave. You're ruining me, she whispered. I'm doing nothing, I said. Please answer my calls, she said. I don't owe you comfort, I replied. She looked smaller than before. You're cruel, she said. I learned from you, I answered. I walked away as whispers followed. My phone vibrated in my pocket. Lena's name lit the screen. I didn't answer. I deleted the missed call. Power wasn't loud. It waited. And for once it listened to me. I stepped outside and breathed freely. Not bad, I muttered. My phone stayed silent. That felt better than revenge. I walked into the night smiling. For the first time I was winning. And I didn't lift a finger. That mattered most. I remembered Victor's words about patience. He was right. Karma worked slowly. But it worked. I kept walking. Lena called again. I let it ring. Control felt quiet. That was my reward. I didn't look back. Some victories made no sound. I preferred them. The city lights blurred past me. I felt steady. Not angry. Not broken. Just awake. My steps matched my breath. This is enough, I said softly. I meant it. The balance had shifted. And she knew it. That was justice. I disappeared into the crowd. My silence followed me. Stronger than any shout. I checked my phone once more. No new messages. I smiled wider. This was control. I earned it. Step by step. The night accepted me without question. I accepted myself the same way. No applause followed. I didn't need it. Power didn't need witnesses. It needed patience. I had learned that. Finally. I walked until my legs ached. The city hummed around me. I felt invisible again. But this time it was my choice. I welcomed it. Silence had teeth now. Protected me. I kept my head down. Tomorrow would bring more calls. I wouldn't answer. That promise felt good. I adjusted my jacket and walked on. The past stayed behind me. I didn't chase it. Lena's world was shrinking. Mine was expanding. Slowly. Quietly. Exactly how I wanted. I crossed the street and didn't hesitate. The light turned green. I moved forward. No one stopped me. I stopped myself once. To breathe. To smile. To remember who I was becoming. This was enough for now. I walked on without regret. The balance belonged to me. I kept it steady. I kept it quiet. That was power. I carried it home. Alone. Calm. Certain. Finally. The night swallowed my footsteps. I let it. Control felt complete. I didn't rush it. This was mine to keep. And I would. Always, from now on. I didn't expect to get married again. Is this real? Tom asked. Yes, I said. To her? Yes, I repeated. He stared at Emma. You're calm about this. Emma smiled. Calm is honest. Victor watched us. This is strategic, he said. I know, I replied. Emma met my eyes. And chosen. I nodded. By both of us. The room buzzed with whispers. Lena will lose her mind, Tom muttered. She already has, Emma said gently. I signed the papers. My hand didn't shake. Emma signed next. She leaned closer. Are you okay? I'm clear, I said. That's better than happy, she replied. The news spread fast. My phone exploded. Unknown numbers. Missed calls. One name stood out. Lena. She's crying, Tom said, checking his screen. I won't answer, I replied. Emma touched my arm. You don't have to. I know, I said. Later, Lena cornered me outside. You married her? She cried. Yes, I said. To hurt me? No, I replied. She laughed through tears. You're lying. I'm done lying, I said. You used me, she shouted. You left me, I replied. Her voice broke. Mark ruined everything. You chose him, I said. I was confused, she sobbed. You were selfish, I answered. She grabbed my jacket. Please. I removed her hand. Look at me, she begged. I did. I felt nothing. That scares you, I said. She nodded. Emma stepped beside me. Lena stared at her. You won, Lena whispered. Emma shook her head. No one lost today. That's easy for you, Lena snapped. Emma stayed calm. I chose honesty. Lena turned back to me. Say something. I already did, I replied. She fell apart then. I loved you, she cried. I know, I said. But you didn't respect me, Emma added softly. Lena looked away. You replaced me, she whispered. No, I said. I moved on. Victor joined us. This is over, he said. Lena wiped her face. You planned this. No, I replied. Emma squeezed my hand. Do you trust me? She asked quietly. Yes, I said. Then go, she replied. I turned to Lena. Goodbye, I said. She reached out. I stepped back. Her hand fell. Silence filled the space. Tom exhaled. That was brutal. It was clean, Emma said. We walked away together. Why me? I asked her later. You listen, she replied. I'm broken, I said. You're honest, she corrected. That's enough. For me, she said. I nodded. No fireworks followed. No triumph. Just relief. My chest felt light. I don't hate her, I admitted. Emma smiled. That's freedom. I realized she was right. The past loosened its grip. I didn't need revenge. I needed peace. And I had it. I walked forward with Emma. Not as a shield. Not as a shadow. But as myself. I heard her voice before I saw her. Ethan, Lena whispered, trembling. I stopped walking. Please, she said, just listen. I kept my eyes ahead. I was wrong, she admitted. You finally figured that out? I asked quietly. Tears streaked her face. I lost everything. The company, Mark, even myself. I noticed, I replied. I never meant to hurt you, she said. You did, I said. She lowered her head. I know, and I'm sorry. Truly. I paused thinking. Forgive or move on. Could I even feel that for her? Why now? I asked. Because it's all gone, she said, voice breaking. I realized what I had, and I threw it away. I kept my voice calm. I appreciate that you said it. Her hands trembled. Can we try again? I shook my head. No, I'm not going back. But, she started. You made your choices, I said. I made mine. She sobbed. I'm sorry, Ethan. I never understood, until it was too late. I studied her face, the girl I loved, the woman who destroyed me. I forgive you, I said finally. Her eyes widened. Relief? Shock. Both. But I won't return, I added. Closure is enough. She whispered, closure? Like tasting a foreign word. Yes, I said. Closure ends this chapter. And it ends clean. She nodded slowly. I don't deserve your forgiveness. You don't, I said. But I choose it anyway. We stood silently for a moment. I turned away. Ethan, please, she cried softly. I didn't look back. The street was quiet. Emma's hand found mine. Ready? She asked. I nodded. Let's go. Her touch grounded me. I breathed in the evening air. Freedom felt like cold water on my skin. No revenge, I whispered. None needed, Emma said. I glanced at Lena once more. Her figure blurred behind the rain. She had everything to regret, and I had nothing to forgive but peace. This is what I wanted, I said quietly. Emma squeezed my hand. Then take it, she replied. I walked forward, step by step. The city lights reflected in puddles. Each one felt like a memory fading. I didn't need to dwell. I didn't need to fight. I only needed to move. I am enough, I whispered to myself. Emma leaned closer. You've always been. I let go of the past completely. No anger. No heartbreak. No regrets that mattered to me anymore. The air smelled like rain and new beginnings. This is real, I said. It is, she answered. I looked ahead at the street stretching before us. For the first time, the road wasn't haunted. It was mine. My choices. My life. I smiled faintly. I can breathe again, I said softly. Emma's hand held mine tighter. Then breathe, she said. And I did. We walked on together. Not as victims. Not as players in a game. But as survivors. As people who had lost, learned, and rebuilt. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. My past belonged behind me. My future was here. And I would carry it steadily. With Emma. With myself. Finally whole. Finally free. Not defined by betrayal. But defined by survival. By self-respect. I whispered one last time. I am enough. The city embraced us silently. And I walked forward without fear.